So the person who was admiring the two tombs stayed till about midnight, and then by chance saw the two ghosts coming close to each other, the Marquis and the cleaner. And the Marquis is very upset that the cleaner dared to have his tomb next to his. And after much discussion between the two, and of course much arrogance on the part of the nobleman, the cleaner reminds him that death is a leveller. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you are king, emperor, or whether you are a marquis or a count, or just a cleaner or a shopkeeper or a peasant. We all end up in the same place, and therefore there we taste equality together. So, so that's what Toto did. It's very good. Huh? It's a wonderful poem that is it's quite challenging to recite, and Giuseppe Di Sarno really showed you his mettle, because he's very good, and he'll be a regular here at Teatro Padula Theatre on these Fridays when we have an open mic. We hope to also invite some of his friends to have sketches, but we won't leave the English language sort of behind, because we tend to be members of the Italian Drama Company or Italian Theatre in Melbourne. In fact, we are going to leave the open mic from 6 to 7 for English speakers, so for the community, members of the community, regardless of where they come from. And then we can have some special hours from, say, 8 o'clock till 9, a special hour in Italian for Italian poetry or French poetry, whatever. So if anyone wants to organise another language, we can have a special hour, a special open mic in another language here at the INSEGNA building. So as you know, we have suppliers of language materials for over 30 years now. Therefore, we are committed to the work of appreciating languages in Australia, believing that a knowledge of two languages helps the country. It's that bridge that we need with the rest of the world. And so we encourage anyone who has another language to come forward, and if you do write in that language, we can recite in it and then we can translate it. That's what translation is all about: subtitling, surtitling, all this sort of special work can be done right here in the heart of Brunswick, in the old Brunswick Market building, because this building here is a heritage listed building, almost at the corner of Sydney Road and Victoria Street, and the heritage part is the beautiful building structure outside, like a castle, and the trusses above. They're called Belfast trusses. So really, the trusses remind us of the bottom of a boat. So if you turn this building upside down and you pretend that it was in the open sea, we'd have a barge there going from place to place. So that's what the heritage part of this building is all about. So let's get back to my chapter on love. My friend's smile. What a smile on the face of my friend when he speaks to me of his woman. He becomes like a child again, full of happiness. He thinks of her. He'd like to hold her very close at night. He looks in the distance. I wonder where she's now, he says, and remembers those moments by the seashore, that last time leaving. I say to him, dreams are more beautiful than reality. But my friend smiles with his vagabond look, as if to say, she's beautiful. Instead, he chooses silence. This other poem here was Love on the Brighton Pier. I hope that you know where the Brighton Pier is, because you can actually take a walk there. And on Valentine's Day, it's just as good as giving your girlfriend a bunch of roses. You take her for a walk on the Brighton Pier. And so this was, once upon a time, Tom Padula did this as well. I have loved once a beautiful girl on the Brighton Pier. Her bright, dark eyes glimmered with delight, like the waves of glimmer under the warm sun of spring. An old lady walked by and looked towards us, but her eyes were far beyond the times we knew. She thought of the boy who had loved her too on the Brighton Pier. She had loved him, and so did my love. Time has faded away, and my love too. What I have now is still that love I knew, but have no more. You know why? Because I've become the old lady. So I'm looking at other young people doing the same thing. So as the generations go by, and even though love, of course, can happen at any time in one's life, you know, young love is always, well, very special.
Sono veramente lieto di aver partecipato a questo convegno, diciamo, letterario, poetico, detto da Tom, e ho avuto modo di poter finalmente dire, recitare un pochettino pesantuccio dirlo, ma dire questa poesia, cioè, quindi ringrazio vivamente Tom per avermi dato questa possibilità, e come l'ha data a me, lui intende darla a chiunque vuole cimentarsi, dire, è vero Tom? Qualche cosa,
Giuseppe, quello che io voglio dire a te, grazie molto, voglio soltanto specificare che noi filmiamo queste serate, quindi questi filmati poi vanno in televisione o su internet, e quindi chiunque viene qui, non è detto che useremo tutto il materiale, però il materiale che a noi piace, lo scegliamo, lo metteremo in onda, va bene?
Certo.
Ok, quindi io ti ringrazio per quello, se a te è piaciuto quel pezzo, allora lo possiamo usare, e te lo chiediamo a te prima.
Quindi è un invito che naturalmente ha rivolto a me e
lo rivolgo a tutti, perché il teatro è qui, ci è voluto tanti anni per prepararlo, per portarlo a questo livello, e quindi veramente bisogna usufruirne.
E io trovo questa iniziativa molto lodevole.
Grazie Giuseppe, and David is here too. David is from Channel 31, he's one of the oldest members of the Channel 31 group. He was there right from the beginning. In fact, what were you last year? This year still. You won the Antenna Awards last year?
Yeah, last year for outstanding contribution to
outstanding contribution to community TV. So David also has programs, positive programs on 31. So we're all
not currently, but I used to produce Red Lobster, which people may remember.
Yes, of course they will remember. How could they not? But the thing is, now we're here, and we hope to invite our friends from the Melbourne and the Geelong and Victoria, the whole of Victoria. If you want to come down sometimes to recite a particular poem, you're most welcome. So we'll see each other, especially there. This morning I heard Channel 31 doing the tests for the new digital era. So we're opening up new possibilities. Yes, that's it. And so we're preparing for that as well here with Italian Community TV, and of course from this theatre. Thank you, David, and thank you, Giuseppe.
Grazie a te.